do you have a message or something you'd like to say to these people, most of whom, if any, you've never met, who are still meeting with the Japanese Christian Fellowship today?
Ladies first. The ladies were first in getting things going. So
Yes, yes.
go on then.
It was wonderful the way they did all start to take part and be active. In Japan, usually the pastor was in charge and he told everybody what to do, and they all did it. But in this situation, there were no senior people leading. They were just people come from all sorts of different factories and offices and things. And they learned, I think they learned to work out their Christian faith and their love for everybody in a way they'd never experienced before. In Japan with Confucianism, your responsibility is for the three houses, the three families across the road from your house, and one on each side. And you have no responsibility for anybody else. And as they came together as Christians and studied the Bible and had their fellowship, they were establishing new Christian communities that they had never seen before. And it was wonderful to see the way their lives were changing. One lady was very worried because her friends had helped when she was ill, and they looked after the children, and she'd done a lot. And she came to me and said, "What can I do to pay them back? What is suitable?" And in Japan, wherever you had debts, you give something back to them. This is very important. Everywhere you go, your friendships and relationships are sealed by this obligation for giving gifts. And she said, "What do we do as Christians?" I said, "You don't have to do anything. But next time you see somebody in trouble and needing help, go and help them. Never mind whether they live next door." And gradually you saw the biblical principles of love and care coming into this community, and through them out to a much wider community that knew nothing whatever about God. And that was one of the most exciting things to see, the birth of a new church.
Okay, thank you.
Anything to add?
Well, I think this way the group came to care for each other was very striking. People's families and relatives are all back in Japan, so you had, as it were, substitute members of your family, and the degree of fellowship and mutual caring was something wonderful. What I would want to say to the group now would be think prayerfully about all the Japanese men and women that you bump into in the course of daily life, and don't, as it were, put your Christian faith into a separate box, but think in a Christian way every day, every hour, and even though time may be limited, and for many men the working hours are very long, but to take opportunities, having prayed, to share your faith with others. We are thrilled and delighted at all the progress down the years and the whole succession of people who've followed each other in JCF in Singapore, and we hope that you will continue more and more in the years ahead.
どうも。